Hello, Internet. I have some things to tell you about today. Firstly, my stepbrother, last night accidentally ate an entire bottle of Coke. Sadly, this has put him in the hospital. We could use all your prayers, especially for his left foot, his shrunk spleen, and his central nervous system. This is almost as bad as the time he accidentally ate a bowl of soup a couple of years ago, but luckily his head's still in the same number of pieces it was before he did this tragic thing. We've gotten most of the mess out of the walls, but, well, walls are easier to clean than human bodies, so I could use your prayers for his safe recovery. Let's see. Secondly, I'm making some buns for dinner. It was the first time I ever made buns, and we'll see how they work. Hopefully rather well, because the dough certainly smells good. Let's see. Today is July 5th, making yesterday July 4th. 233 years ago yesterday, some Americans sat down and wrote a letter to King George saying, "Oi, King George, we're of the opinion that people shouldn't be put to death or locked up without a good reason, and that they should generally be allowed to try to be happy. We're our own country now because you've done a rather bad job of making sure this was allowed." King George obviously wasn't particularly pleased at this, and then they fought the American Rebellion, and America became its own country. Now every day they celebrate the 4th of July, when this letter was written, by trying to blow up as much of America as possible and eating hamburgers. They blow America up with fireworks, which unfortunately are illegal in my county. Not just because of a burn ban, but they're illegal all the time, which is a huge nuisance. Of course, this county was in this county, alcohol was also illegal for a long time, but they recently fixed that. I shouldn't be too surprised. This is the country that outlawed alcohol in the Constitution. No country has ever gone that far as I know. So, apparently, this is worse than normal. Perhaps I should do a Wikipedia article. Hands up, all of you who figured that, saw that one coming. Let's see. Random article, please. Another stub. Hands up, everyone who saw that coming. About an Azerbaijani football player, Samadaga Shiklarov. He played for the Neftchi Baku up to 152 times and scored 21 goals. Good for him. Honestly, Wikipedia wants to bring this to my attention anyway. Also, I got a haircut, as you may see. I normally like to keep my hair this short because it's nice and cool this way. I can easily ventilate the heat out of my head, which is the best way. This is the best way to do it, apart from the mafia method, where they fire a shotgun a couple of feet above your skull, so that most of the spray misses it. The idea being that leaves a bloody mess that cools off very easily. You have some holes in your skull when you're done. So that's one thing. Random Wikipedia article, as usual, isn't much fun. I'm not tempted to give up just yet. Let's see if this one's any better. Treponem Pal is a French industrial metal band formed in 1986. Early bands such as Embodiment of Frustration, mixed together with relentless hypnotic heaviness, popularized by swans and bursts of thrash metal and hardcore. Lyrics include the summer hit Too Many Humans, which was wrote by vocalist and frontman Marco Nev. Too many humans, we need a nuclear war. Lovely. French heavy metal. They actually did that. It's the wrong language for heavy metal. German's pretty good for it. Nice language to be angry, but French is for really seducing women. So, dear viewers, I leave you again, because that's what I usually do. I'm working on a batch of buns, and I'll make sure they work properly. So until you see me next, please keep this in mind. There is no democracy in a church of blood.